authority, obstinate resistance to authority. Right? You can get medicated for that. You can bill your insurance company for that. You can actually go get psychiatric treatment for being, for supposedly having opposition defiance disorder, internet shopping disorder, internet surfing disorder. These are real diseases. ADHD, attention deficit disorder, which you all assume is a real health issue, didn't exist 30 years ago. It was made up. Yeah, you had kids who were distracted maybe or had learning problems, but that wasn't a disease until 20 or 30 years ago. Now it's an official disease. Depression is kind of the same thing. Depression is the price we pay for paying attention to the voice in our heads. That's the first step to understanding depression. Now, there's a couple other things I want to say. I think it's really important. I know we talk about nutrition all the time, and there are actually some nutritional strategies that you can use for depression, but depression is not necessarily, perhaps occasionally, but for the most part, it's not a nutritional issue. Can you induce depression by removing B vitamins out of the diet? Sure. Can the fact that most of us are B vitamin deficient lead to or be a component of depression? Sure. Same with electrolytes. Guaranteed. Robin Williams was on a low-salt diet. Statin drugs and cholesterol, lowering cholesterol can be involved with depression. Sugar, processed foods, excitotoxins. All of these can have a role to play in depression, but for the most part, you're dealing with an emotional health issue. Tomorrow we'll talk about some of the nutritional components that are involved with depression. I thought I'd cover all this today. There's a couple other things I want to say from a non-nutritional phenomenon. I want to tell you about something I realized when I was depressed in my late 20s, and something that I used to get over depression and that I've used since. You know, things happen in life that lead to sadness. Certainly life is not perfect. It doesn't always go the way you want, but depression is a long-term chronic issue that comes from not resolving these little bumps and bruises, the vicissitudes, the ups and downs of life. So lots you can do from an emotional standpoint, from a mental standpoint, and even from a nutritional standpoint. We'll continue this discussion tomorrow. On the bright side, I want to get your phone calls. 855-660-4261 is our number. And we do have lines open for you, 855-660-4261. Let's go off to Oklahoma and welcome Bill to the bright side. What's up, Bill? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, good morning, Ben.
Good morning to you.
It's been an interesting discussion. I had a grandson that took his life at 15.
Oh my goodness.
He was depressed, but he expressed it through that Gothic deal. Remember that?
Bill, I need you to speak into the phone. Bill, I need you to speak into the phone. I'm losing you. Okay. Say that again now.
Okay, he expressed that depression through this Gothic deal. Yeah.
He was a goth?
Yes. Yes.
I wouldn't blame I wouldn't blame that, although there seems to be an association or some kind of deification of death in the Gothic culture, but I don't know necessarily. I don't know if I blame it on that. There's all kinds of other things. That's terrible. You know, childhood suicide is actually becoming somewhat of an epidemic. Kids are committing suicide. Who knows? Maybe it does have something to do with GMOs and with nutritional deficiencies and sugar. But I think a lot of it has to do with poor coping techniques and the way our culture is kind of falling apart. So I don't know if I'd necessarily blame the goths for it. I'd like to hear what other people have to say about depression, by the way. If anybody's out there and is depressed or has overcome their own depression, 855-660-4261 is our number. How can we help you today, Bill?
Diverticulitis. I know you've been over this a dozen times, but I'm suffering with it right now.
And I bet you are suffering. It's miserable. It is miserable. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, now is it diverticulitis or diverticulosis? They're different. Did they tell you? Itis is an infection.
Yes,
okay, you got the infection. Okay.
I've got the infection.
Okay, well that's not good.
Infection. It's I've pretty much fasted. I mean, not total fasted, but
what happens when you fast?
Well, the cramping subsides.
All right, that's good. This is good. Now, hang on, Bill. Hang on, work with me here, okay? So you fast and the cramping subsides, and then you start eating again. The cramping comes back. Is that correct?
Anytime I have to have a bowel movement, just before I called you, I had my first pain-free bowel movement.
Very good. Did you eat?
Friday.
Did you eat? Not eat? This is all great information. You're gonna heal yourself with this thing. You've got great information, great data here. So did you?
Okay.
So you had a pain-free bowel movement just before you got on the phone. First one since Friday. So what did you do differently between Friday and today? Did you not eat? Did you eat differently? Did you have some kind of food? Did you not have some kind of food? What did you do different? That's the key.
Okay.
You don't need to tell me necessarily, but you see where we're going.
Okay.
You're going to heal yourself of this thing. You're not going to need a doctor. You're not going to need me. You got some wonderful data to work with. Diverticuli, just for the listeners, the diverticula are little pockets in the intestine to diverticula kind of divert the food as it passes through the intestine, and hence the term diverticula. It means to divert the food. There's these little pockets that the food kind of passes through. The intestines contain lots of these little pockets. It increases the surface area of the intestine and makes it easier to absorb nutrients. In any case, diverticulosis and diverticulitis involve defects or inflammation or problems with these little pockets, and there ain't nothing that can cause a problem in those little pockets except for food. Food. Now, I should add, in addition to food, problems with good bacteria in the gut can also be involved. Of course, that's also a food issue to a large extent. So number one, for diverticulosis or diverticulitis, itis is when it's infected and inflamed. For diverticulitis or diverticulosis is focus on foods. Bill, you got some great information. All you got to do is figure out what you did differently when you had a pain-free bowel movement, and that's going to be some major information for you. And then if I were you, I would fast again and then start eating again and keep doing this fasting and then start eating. And when you return to food after a fast, use a different kind of food and try to eat simply. The most likely suspects are going to be grains and processed flours of all kinds, not just gluten, grains and processed flours of all kinds, even gluten-free. That's the number one problem. Number two, it could be nuts or legumes or beans. Number three, it could be dairy, and sometimes it could be eggs. And by the way, peanuts are a type of legume, and sometimes people have peanut problems. Dairy can be a problem. Eggs can be a problem. And then also occasionally high-protein foods like meats and seafood can also be a problem. Get yourself on probiotics. Do it today, Bill. Don't waste a moment. Call 866-735-2470. Tell them you want the Biolumin Nightly Essence. I wouldn't wait a minute before I was getting on that. Hang tight. There's a couple more things I want to tell you. Don't go away, Bill. And if you're on hold, you too, hang tight. We'll get back to you as well when we come back on The Bright Side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We'll be back after this.
Ted Anderson telling you about Jordan Rubin's Beyond Organic Green-Fed Raw Cheddar Artesian Cheese featuring whole milk created through ancient dairy breeding, unpasteurized, untreated whole milk on the same farm the cows graze, containing natural sources of omega-3s, CLA protein, calcium, probiotics, and enzymes. I have never tasted cheese this good, and you need to try it. Contact your Longevity distributor or call 877-878-4203 or go to gcnteam.com. Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
You know, improve the curb appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Genstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Genstone
at 855-955-STONE.
Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
If you need to say happy birthday, happy anniversary, thank you, or simply I'm thinking of you, ProFlowers.com is the key. ProFlowers has stunning bouquets, like the best-selling 100 blooms for $19.99. Plus, ProFlowers will include a glass vase for free. Sending someone a wonderful surprise of beautiful flowers sent fresh from the fields is easy. Choose the bouquet you like, pick the delivery date, and each order is 100% guaranteed. Plus, all bouquets from ProFlowers are guaranteed to last at least 7 full days. Beautiful, fragrant flowers, picked fresh and sent to your loved one for lasting enjoyment. To get this incredible savings and send someone 100 gorgeous blooms with a free vase for $19.99, go to proflowers.com. Click the blue microphone in the top right corner and enter code PLOW. That's proflowers.com. Click the mic and enter code PLOW.
What good is a Big Berkey water filter?
We get that question a lot here at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And in a word, the answer is protection. Protection from water main breaks, E. coli contamination, environmental chemical spills, pesticide runoff, chlorine taste and smell, and all forms of fluoride. Plus, Big Berkey water filters are the original gravity water filter system and most trusted on the market for a reason. Tested by multiple independent NSF EPA certified labs, they are the gold standard in water purification. At only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. That means big savings. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get a Big Berkey today at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. GCN listeners receive 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit our website or call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
Not just an alternative to the mainstream media. We're the premier independent talk radio network. We are GCN.
Okay, welcome back to The Bright Side. I am Pharmacist Ben. We're here for you 8 to 9 Pacific, 10 to 11 Central, 24/7 on the archive page at brightsideben.com. If you want to join the Brightside Ben team, I'm looking for a couple business builders, one or two only. So if you're really serious about building a business, let me help you do that. I'll come out and do talks for you. We can build a business together. 866-735-2470 is the number for the Brightside Ben phone team. Just tell them you want to join the team, or you can head over to brightsideben.com and click on the Join the Team link, all for a one-time $10 fee. You can start a business and earn yourself thank you checks and help me in my mission to educate the world about the importance and power of a good nutritional supplement program and get your products at the wholesale price to boot. Okay, Bill in Oklahoma, diverticulitis. You there, Bill?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I'm going to go a little bit quickly here. Just for the listeners, diverticula are little pockets that form in the intestine. They're related to eating the wrong kinds of foods. I assume you've been constipated for a long time. Is that correct, Bill? Having problems with the bowel movements here for a while? Yes? No? Do we have Bill?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, link the constipation symptoms to specific foods and then stay away from those foods. Link all digestive problems to foods and stay away from those foods. Get on probiotics. Very, very important.
I am on a probiotic.
What are you on?
It's looking at it right here.
How many billion units and how many strains of bacteria? That's the most important thing.
16 strains.
Good.
In billions. Gosh, I haven't got my glasses.
All right. Well, at least try to get yourself 80 billion units a day, but you can take more. So that's good. So stay on the probiotics, and wouldn't hurt you to eat some fermented foods. Cabbage is especially effective. Fermented cabbage, sauerkraut is great for the digestive system. Soups and liquids are also important. For a long time, they used to tell you high fiber foods, and certainly you want to make sure you're getting enough fiber, but you don't necessarily need to go crazy on the fiber. Another underappreciated aspect of diverticula is the connective tissue in the intestine. You know, we've been talking about connective tissue diseases and fibrosis and how connective tissue breaks down. Well, the intestines have lots of connective tissue under the surface, and when you got pockets that are forming, some of that can be related to a weakness in the connective tissue, and that's a sign that the body's starting to break down. So you may want to start looking at rebuilding that connective tissue. There's wonderful strategies for that, and it's related to digestive problems. The supplements and the nutrients that you need to build connective tissue require a healthy and robust digestive system in order to absorb them. So things like vitamin A and zinc, and then protein, especially also glucosamine, hyaluronic acid. I'll tell you some supplements you can use. All of these require a healthy and strong digestive system. So working on the digestive system in terms of digestive enzymes, the ultimate enzymes, apple cider vinegar after all of your meals, the Z radical, all of these can help improve the digestive process. And then when you take your vitamin A, 20,000 international units a day, when you take your zinc, 50 milligrams a day, when you take your copper, 2 to 4 milligrams a day, when you use the Healthy Start Pack, and you should definitely be sipping on the Beyond Tangerine and the Ultimate EFAs, you'll get maximum benefits from all these nutrients because you'll be absorbing them. So focus on the digestive system. Use probiotics. Link your bowel movement problems and your digestive problems to specific foods and then eliminate those foods. The Mighty 90, that's always a must-have. Use the Z-Radical and the digestive enzymes and apple cider vinegar after all meals, and then start taking in supplements that help rebuild connective tissue.